Hi, I'm Jeanette with 40 Kennels, and I want to show you what our handling exercises look like from day 1 to 13 and really kind of explain what we're doing with our puppies as far as handling, why we do what we do, and why it is so important. So today I have puppies that are 13 days old today, so actually tomorrow the handling is going to shift, but I want to explain what the handling has looked like from birth until today. Our handling exercises devised by me has been one of the most important things we do for our puppies because it really makes compliant puppies to all different types of touch. You know, when we do evaluations, we also look for how much they enjoy handling, even if it's a little improper. You know, that's really important to know for placing for a therapy dog or service dog or a family with young children. But our goal is no matter how much they love touch and affection, even if it's somewhat improper, that they're all very compliant. Why do we want puppies that are compliant to all different types of touch? It will help with the groomer, it will help with the vet. It's giving them lifelong skills that there may be some things that are a little inappropriate, and it's okay, it's no big deal. You know, if they're out in public and someone steps on their tail or a little toddler bangs on their back and lays on them, they're just gonna be like, yeah, no big deal. I've been conditioned for this. I have been set up for success to handle and manage all different types of touch. So I'm going to let you in on our little secret from birth until 13 days old. Again, these puppies are exactly 13 days old and their handling is going to shift tomorrow. I have devised handling exercises, spent years tweaking and changing to ensure it aligns with their sensitive developmental benchmarks, which I think is really, really important. And so the first couple of days after birth, though, the goal is not to overhandle. Think about it from their perspective. They can't see, they can't hear, they rely solely on their sense of smell. One of the worst things we can do is take them away from the smell of their mom, their whelping box, and their litter mates, thinking that we are so important, we should be handling and packing these puppies around to create these dogs that love people. We're actually creating the opposite thing. We don't want a negative association with a human. Our job as badass, empowered breeders is to support the mom more than anything. They need a content, happy, healthy mom, number one. Now, does that mean we don't handle our puppies? Absolutely not. We take them out every day. We do a weight. We do the early neurological stimulation exercises founded by Dr. Carmen Battaglia. We'll do early scent introduction founded by Dr. Gail Watkins. And we do our handling exercises founded by Jeanette Forey. So we're still doing curriculum, but we're not taking them away from their mom for long periods of time. It's really about honoring and respecting their needs, not our own. When we do any other type of handling, you know, like and when I'm teaching other breeders and mentoring other breeders, it's, hey, sit in the box with them. Keep them next to their mom, keep them next to their litter mates, keep them next to that scent. The most important thing we can do is raise puppies that feel safe, and that's what the first week is really about. Now, week 2, it shifts a little bit because they are adjusting to human scent and smell. So I'm going to show you, come here, little peanut, what our handling looks like at this point. And we have in our Badass Breeder Guide, we have the handling exercises outlined by developmental benchmarks, how it shifts and changes to meet their needs. And on our software, we also document, and if you know a breeder isn't sure, like, what do I do today for handling, it just pops up right there explaining what to do and how to do it. So giving breeders this platform with the guide or the software has been, you know, truly life-changing for so many breeders, and most importantly for our puppies. So at this age, before we hit tomorrow at 3 weeks, where things are more intentional, it's really just about soft, gentle, respectful love and touch. I want nothing but a positive association with humans, so it's just very gentle, really from the head all the way down. Nothing is with pressure, nothing is, you know, adversive to the senses, where we do build on that a little bit when they get older. But we start very, very gentle. You see this puppy's very, very content as I rub her paws, rub everywhere and touch her everywhere with a very gentle, loving, respectful touch. And then what I feel is, I don't feel, I know, what's been really, really important for our program and why so many of our puppies are just so innately in tune with humans is we begin from usually after 3 days. The first 3 days, puppies are pretty wiggly and they just cry for their mama, and things kind of settle in at day 3, day 4 old. And we spend a lot of time holding them close to our heart and our face. It seems so silly and so simple, but it has really had a great impact on the way our puppies turn out to be and why we have such great success with placing therapy dogs and service dogs and facility dogs and reliable family companions. So, I mean, you know, you can barely even call this work. Am I going to hit the mic? I usually love on that side. We just get to hold puppies close to our face. And we want them to completely relax and give that deep sigh, which she already did. She even blew bubbles out of her nose right on my face. Just building this foundation of nothing but respect and trust with a human. And hold them close to your heart. Just such a safe, again, respectful place for them to be. And it's good for us too, you know, all of us that here at 4A Kennels that gets to do this every day. I think it lowers our blood pressure. It makes us happy. I know I'm one of the first ones out here when I need a puppy fix to sit and hold a puppy close to my heart and my face. Becoming one with the puppy, being present in that moment and giving them all of our energy and our time at the moment is really powerful.
Heather said best part of the job.
I know. Hi, Heather. Carla is here filming. How many are you missing our Healing Hearts giveaways with Carla and I? I would like to know. I think it's time, Carla, we hit the road again and do some Healing Heart giveaways.
I think so.
I think so too. Okay, so let's do another one. Purple's cute. Okay, we'll do purple. Carla says purple. Let's do purple. Everybody want to meet little purple?
Jean said good morning.
Good morning, Jean. Look at this little vase. You see upon picking them up, it's nothing but gentle. Everything is trusting and respectful. If a puppy did kind of resist this handling, we honor and respect them, and we'll get them back to the scent of their mom and their litter mates. But what we do, though, so that they don't get out of it, we don't want to create puppies that learn by resisting something, they get their way. Because think about this, even the first time you brush your puppy, I don't know how many of you take the brush and start brushing your puppy, and the puppy bites the brush and resists, and you're like, I can't brush the puppy, I don't know what to do. No, instead, for Carla's arms, if you guys could only see Carla's face right now, we worked out at the gym so hard today, she's shaking, her arms are shaking. I was earlier trying to hold a puppy up and like my arms were shaking. Beast mode today. We all be shaking here at 4A Kennels.
Jean asked what litter it was.
This is Diana's, a litter that is very near and dear to my heart because Diana is one of my own puppies born here at 4A Kennels, raised on our curriculum from Amelia, some of my favorite lines, and Aztec.
Regan said she's having her third badass litter this May.
Yay, exciting. Congratulations. Look at this contentness. Look at this. Complete trust and safety within the human hands and heart. I'm shaking. Can you see me shaking? My arm's shaking. Oh, that was a good workout today. But oh my gosh, we're all shaking here. Poor Carla's having a hard time holding up the camera. I like got the shakes. That was a good workout, wasn't it, little peanut? There. And that is what our handling looks like from day 3, day 4 until day 13. And now tomorrow it's going to get, we'll really start following an actual 10-step handling exercise, do it with more intention. And then each week, at week 4, at week 5, at week 6, at week 7, at week 8, it changes and shifts on intensity, because we're really just creating by starting with gentle, loving, respectful touch, moving into handling that is more assertive, handling that could be more uncomfortable. The problem is not every type of handling for your dog will be comfortable throughout the rest of its life. That's impossible. Groomers do things that are uncomfortable. Vets have to do things that are uncomfortable. You will have to do things that are uncomfortable. You know, getting something stuck out of their paw, or taking something out of their mouth that's stuck, or, I mean, there's so many things. And then, of course, if there's kids, or you take your puppy out in public and, you know, someone steps on their tail, toddlers especially, it's all inappropriate touch, right? They be hugging, they be laying on, they be heavy petting. If you do therapy dog work with your dog, Alzheimer's patients, Down syndrome, depending where you visit, again, it could be considered, you know, inappropriate touch. But this is where it begins, where the foundation is laid, that every human heart and every human hand is nothing but love and respect, and that they can trust us. So.
We have one question. Do you
Yeah.
usually do handling after they eat?
Well, it's tough to know exactly. You know, we have a schedule in the morning, we come in, we feed, we're doing all the mom care, we do all the puppy care, so it just depends where that is at, you know. At this age, of course, they're relying completely on their mom. So sometimes we end up pulling them right before they're supposed to eat, sometimes right after they eat. I don't think it matters a whole lot unless the whole litter is really fussy. Then we may let them eat first and do it again, but I haven't seen a big difference between that. I will say, for some of the curriculum, if we have a puppy that's not really thriving, you know, struggling to keep weight, especially a little runt, then we don't do some of the other curriculum. There's no point of stacking a little bit more stress through the ENS. There's no point in doing early scent introduction with the, you know, it's all about making sure their needs are met first. So.
Hi, Shaylee.
What is it?
Jean says, Shaylee says hi, Carla.
Oh.
I miss Shaylee.
I know. Shaylee was just here having her puppies. And you can just see how relaxed and content and trusting they are. This is what we've built up to at day 13. Tomorrow they turn 14 days old, and again, our handling exercises will shift with more intention. We follow the 10 steps with, you know, more structure. But for the first 2 weeks, it's just about loving, gentle, respectful trust. I'm Jeanette with 40 Kennels. We're not only healing hearts and changing lives through the power of a dog, and this is one huge way in which we do it, truly aligning what we do to their developmental benchmarks, truly understanding and respecting their most innate needs, including being with their mom, much more than some breeders will do. You know, I've seen breeders taking newborn puppies and packing them around the house thinking that they're doing the right thing, you know, and they're just not. The puppies need their mom. It's our job to facilitate nothing but oh, look at that little yawn. Nothing but, you know, facilitate a mom that's nothing but happy, content, and healthy. That's our biggest role. And then, of course, weighing our puppies and making sure they're all thriving. We have to wait, we have to be patient, and we will have a chance to integrate ourselves, integrate humans into their lives in such an impactful, powerful way. Have a great day, everybody.